Yuck.
The swamp monster attacks you with its slimy tentacles. You struggle in vain to free yourself. You're dead. Better luck next time, Roger. You rub the berries all over your body. Now you smell like a walking ammonia inhalant.
Yuck.
The swamp monster attacks you with its slimy tentacles. Almost as suddenly, it spits you back out. You distinctly hear the sounds of aquatic gagging and retching. Evidently, you had a bad aftertaste from the berries. You have stepped into a deeper area of the swamp. You are forced to swim. You'd rather not look at it. In fact, you're trying hard not to think about what must be. It's like 2-month-old toe cheese from an infected case of athlete's foot, wrapped in mildew with just a hint of spring rain air freshener. You have already done that, but your graphics card is so amazing that it rendered it before you could see. Even if you have a really rubbish graphics card. Even if you don't have a graphics card. You take a deep breath, filling your lungs to near bursting, and head for the depths below. The cave walls look to be made of rock. A small boulder with a glowing gem resting on it sits in this air pocket cavern. You take the glowing gem. You're not. You take some. You take some time. Once again, you wisely take in a load of air and head below. You have gotten out of the deep spot and are back on your soggy feet. This tree is both vibrant and strong, holding its healthy canopy of foliage up high. Rather than the kind of leaves you are used to seeing, this tree has long, thick green strands. Your experience as an amateur xenobotanist tells you that the sunlight must be highly radioactive. The slim foliage thus allows for photosynthesis that runs through natural filters, keeping the tree from poisoning itself with the sunlight that sustains it. No, I'm just kidding. You have no idea why the leaves are like that. This stump, rotted and bug-infested, is the final monument to a once strong tree. You can't climb it. This tree is dead, and seems to be free of the slick secretions some of the others generate. You begin to shimmy your way up the snag. Crack! Ugh. Holy log jams, Batman, you almost bit the big one! The trees here are much straighter than most others in the forest. The trees here Yikes, you have been snared! Suspended above the ground, you are unable to move freely. After a while, the cerebral fireworks begin. Capillaries begin to burst under the strain. You pass out. Once again, time passes. And then, some more time passes. While unconscious, you have the strangest of dreams. You hallucinate that your name is Larry. You are wearing something known as a leisure suit, apparently made of fully synthetic materials and proven to generate large amounts of static electricity. While prowling a locale known as the Land of the Lounge Lizards, you spend your time badgering women of the area to participate in bizarre mating rituals such as... Just then, consciousness begins to creep in. Your head begins to clear and you realize that you have been imprisoned. Your captor appears to be that large oaf sitting near the fire. These creatures are genetically bred, rigorously trained to subdue the most threatening creatures in the universe, and he has captured you. He looks a little embarrassed about it. In the center, a campfire burns. One has to wonder about the purpose of a fire during a warm day such as this. Apparently, this was breakfast, and that must make the skeletal chap nearby brunch. A skeleton hangs near the cage, a good indicator that this creature does not want you for your janitorial skills. You'll have to get his...
Hi. My name's Roger. Roger Wilco.
The hunter stands and takes a long look in your direction. His face, though strange in its own right, bears an expression one might see on a freak show patron.
Open up and let me out!
No response. The hunter has decided that it's a perfect day for a barbecue. As he slowly turns you over the fire, you begin to turn a beautiful golden brown. Death follows at an agonizingly long distance.
Hi. My name's Roger. Roger Wilco.
The hunter stands and takes a long look in your direction. His face, though strange in its own right, upon impact with the ground, the spore opens and spews its dust into the air. The hunter falls to the ground, paralyzed. You reach through the bars and take possession of the key. You slip the key into the lock and give it a turn. The lock snaps open. You know what? It looks creepy enough that you're kind of scared to touch it. You reach your hand.
I was hoping there was something cool in there.
You grab the rope. The foliage here You are at the edge of a forest. The boundary is a sheer cliff at the east side of the area. In the distance, you see a landing platform, possibly the one which welcomed you to this strange, lush world. You get dizzy just thinking about looking over the ledge. You feel at the edge of the ledge. Nope, no secret pathway. Face it, you aren't Harrison Ford, and this sure as heck isn't Indiana Jones. Gravity sucks. The full Spock would say fascinating, Data would say intriguing, I would say you're an idiot. Gripping firmly with your legs, you tie the rope to the middle of the makeshift bridge. You release your grip on the rope. This has a negative effect on your resistance to the urging of gravity. Gripping firmly with your you You will. Gripping firmly with your legs, you tie the rope to the middle of the makeshift bridge. You reach the end of the gripping firmly with your leg. Hesitates is lost. You gave the guy one chance too many, and he seized the opportunity. Not to mention you. You are consumed in. Gripping firmly with your legs, you tie the rope to the middle of the makeshift bridge. Timing causes you to jump when the rope is at its least helpful point. Due to the unyielding nature of solid ground, especially when struck from 50 meters, you now bear the dimensions of a man.